This is a TFsource video review of Henkei Ghost Starscream. There are only a select few characters in the Transformers mythos as memorable and noteworthy as the conniving Decepticon Starscream. Since the Transformers resurgence in the early 2000s, there have been over 25 different iterations of the character, including a few rather unique versions made of translucent plastic that represent the Ghost of Starscream. Anyone that grew up with the Generation 1 cartoon can instantly conjure up memories of Starscream's violent death and his peculiar return as a ghost in the aptly titled Season 3 episodes Starscream's Ghost and Ghost in the Machine. The first ever Ghost of Starscream figure was a clear G1 mold reissued by Takara back in 2001. It was sold in an Ehobby 2-pack with a black version of the same mold. The set has since more than doubled in value, with the Ghost version demanding the highest price. Later in 2001, Takara released another version of Starscream's Ghost as a rare chase figure in Act 4 of their 3-inch PVC line. This tiny figure is one of the hardest to track down of the Takara PVC chases and can sometimes demand a price of over $150. Fast forward to 2009, where we now have the latest and possibly greatest version of this character, the Generations Volume 2 exclusive Henkei Ghost Starscream. The Ghost of Starscream is shipped in a custom-made protective cardboard coffin courtesy of TFsource.com. Like all other Henkei Deluxes, Ghost Starscream comes carded with an inner and outer blister. Also similar to other Henkei exclusives, the printing has been altered from a 4-color CMYK print to a 1-color cyan print, much like Dirge and Thundercracker. The packaging's photograph is actually a photo of Ghost Starscream and not the original version. The back of the package also sports a photo of Ghost Starscream. However, some of the supplemental photos are of the original opaque version. The outer blister is secured along the edges of the card with tape. If extreme care is given with an X-Acto blade, the packaging can be somewhat resealed by leaving the top blister tab attached and cutting the others. However, like most carded figures, once the tape is cut, there is little that can be done to reseal the package completely. The figure is secured to the inner blister with 4 twist ties, and the weapons are easily popped out of the bubble by hand. The instructions appear to be identical to the 2-color manual included with the original Henkei Starscream. They are even identified as DO2. Also included is a collectible ID card displaying the stats of the figure. This card is printed in the same 1-color style as the packaging. Henkei Starscream represents an updated mold of the classic G1 F-15 Eagle fighter jet. The figure is almost completely translucent, save for a few hinges and connection points that are opaque silver plastic. The translucent plastic appears to have a slight purple tinge, although it is mainly colorless. There are a few opaque paint apps, including 3 Decepticon insignias on the wings and nose cone. Red and silver stripes have been painted on the under and overside of the wings. The rear thrusters and the missile launchers are still vacuum metallized, just like the original Henkei figure. After being transformed to robot mode, a strange feature becomes visible. The figure is entirely translucent, except for the thighs, which are an opaque silver plastic. The reasons behind this anomaly may be due to the structural integrity of the plastic, or perhaps just a random design decision. Either way, the difference in opacity makes this figure unique in its execution. Starscream's head looks exceptionally ghostly, as it is the only area that is painted translucent black. The gold paint applications brightly stand out against the clear plastic they are applied to. The missile launchers fit snugly into the armholes, so this figure will not suffer from the problems found with Henkei Thundercracker's loose-fitting peg holes. This is the 4th version of Starscream in this mold, which might seem a bit excessive, but when it comes to seeker collectors, the only rule is that there are never enough. Compared to the original Henkei Starscream, it can be seen that the figure is an almost perfectly translated clear version, save for the blue missile launchers. These blue missile launchers seem to be a feature borrowed from Hasbro's latest repaint of Starscream for their Universe line. Ghost Starscream definitely works as a great addition to lead any complete Henkei Seeker army into battle. Compared to the 2001 Ehobby version, it can be seen that the translucent blue is much darker on the Henkei figure. It also demonstrates how far the engineering of Transformer toys have come from their original 80s incarnations to now. Hands down, this is a must-have figure that fits into almost any collection type. Given the prices that previous Ghost versions of this character have reached, there is nowhere but up for the value of this figure, sealed or loose. Fans of Starscream or collectors of clear Transformers have been waiting for this figure since its announcement in very early 2009. The wait is finally over, and Starscream's Ghost is now available to possess any empty space or unsuspecting Transformer in your collection.
I live again.